For years, Iceland has been considered one of the safest countries in the world. But at the same time, weather and nature dictate Iceland's everyday life. And the weather here can be unstable and unpredictable. There are dangerous volcanoes. Yet Iceland is still considered the safest country in the world. But why? I wanted to come back here to Iceland for the second time to find out more about the country. And I wanted to spend 5 days with my Icelandic friend Bjartmar to see if we could find any dangers here. Like this abandoned house.
Abandoned house in Iceland.
Yeah.
Through the wet grass.
We ready to enter?
Yeah.
Or is it possible?
Iceland's cheapest house. The world's most expensive country.
And the cheapest house.
Yeah. You want to go first?
Okay. Okay, I go first to see what's inside. Let's go in. There's this kind of fence that they also use for the sheep. Chernobyl of Iceland. Oh, that's a good technique. Okay, so we're in. I think it's been a while since someone been inside of here. Free accommodation.
Bro, coffee?
And the guest room. Are we sleeping here tonight? No. So you can lay comfortable. Now we're going upstairs. Foundation is really not stable. Oh, what's inside there?
Oh, let's see. It could fall any moment.
Yeah, good.
Let's hope not.
Some blue painting. Little luxury. It looks almost ready to move in. There's some doors here. You just need to get up. And the roof. You actually have a rooftop view. Just have to stand over there and then you have the best view in Iceland. Let's go. It's amazing. No stairs. I think this house can fall apart at any moment. Some Icelandic. That was a pretty cool experience here.
Yeah, pretty cheap. Yeah, almost free.
So if you know how to do something with your hands, then this is a pretty good option.
And to try to explore the wild landscapes to find out if Iceland really is so safe as they say it is. Iceland is home to around 400,000 people. The official language is Icelandic, but most Icelandic people are also fluent in English.
As a woman, you always feel safe.
And many can speak the Danish language too, which they are still learning in school, even though Iceland had their independence from the Kingdom of Denmark in 1944. So this year they celebrated 80 years of independence, and there are definitely mixed feelings, at least about the Danish language in Iceland.
Do you have any country you don't like?
Denmark.
Not because of me, right?
No. Bad language. Yeah. We have to learn the language. Yes. And it's so hard.
I hate Danish. They make us learn it. I hate it.
Denmark I like the language.
However, Icelandic and Danish people get along well.
Skål for Iceland.
Even though the history has been complicated, and Icelandic people kinda look at Denmark as their ex-step-parent who kept their biological parent trapped in a toxic relationship until they were adults. Most Icelanders now see Danes as laid-back, more easygoing than anyone you'll find, and generally good humor.
But Denmark, they have good humor.
Danish humor is very, very good.
Yeah, Denmark. You guys. Nah. We love everybody.
Like Denmark.
Why?
It's a nice country.
Icelanders love to go to Denmark. Danes love to go to Iceland. And of course our histories are greatly intertwined. It's not uncommon for Icelandic students to travel to Denmark for higher education. And while Iceland is not very focused on other Nordic countries, with the exception of Denmark because of their colonial history, Icelandic people put more focus on the US and England, especially in terms of music, movies and culture.
You would say number one. Culture. You love hip-hop around here? Yeah, the music. Culture for sure.
I'm from the US. I've been coming here for 35 years.
Why do you like Iceland?
It's peaceful, it's safe. Yeah, it's just not like the US.
What's your favorite thing about Iceland?
The people.
And what do you like about Reykjavik?
Nothing. Awful place.
What about Iceland?
Pretty boring.
Reykjavik's famous Hallgrímskirkja church can be spotted from afar.
Reykjavik is the capital and the largest city of Iceland, home to around 140,000 people.
Reykjavik is just home and always just feels comfortable. It's very safe. Me personally, I'm very acclimated to the cold temperature, so I just love the winters in Reykjavik. I love that, and I feel like I'm not getting that anywhere else.
What do you like about Reykjavik?
They have old houses and it's comfortable here.
Yeah.
I like the safety.
It's very safe.
Yes.
The capital region has a population of around 250,000, which means about 63% of the population lives in the greater Reykjavik area.
Reykjavik is a very colorful capital with a lot of street murals that you can walk around and enjoy. I just bought this Icelandic flag. It's always useful, right? Very relaxed and laid back.
The state of Texas is about 7 times bigger than Iceland. Yet you'll find roughly 130 volcanoes in this small North Atlantic country, in an area of 103,000 kilometers, which means Iceland is the similar size to Hungary or Portugal. I really experienced safety in Iceland when I flew from Reykjavik to Akureyri in the north to meet my friend Bjartmar. I walked right in and boarded the plane. Where else would that happen in the world?
Akureyri.
I'm from Iceland and I'm from Husavik.
The Icelandic population was for the longest time very homogeneous, but has in recent years become more international with around 20% immigrants. The largest group coming from Poland, and after that Danish and Ukrainian are quite common groups.
So we are going out to party in Iceland, me and 3 guys from
Argentina.
But what makes Iceland so safe? I wanted to ask some of the locals in the streets of Reykjavik about their impression of the safety here.
What do you like about Iceland?
It's little crime, there is okay weather, and no disgusting insects.
Can go on a walk at night and not get kidnapped.
Everybody know each other. Yeah, it's kind of like family.
It's nice.
walking around downtown Reykjavik.
I'm from Poland. Yeah, I like Iceland.
I like the safety.
It's quite interesting to talk to so many different people here. What's your favorite thing about Iceland?
I always feel safe, yeah. It's never a day where you don't feel safe. So.
Awesome.
Iceland is also home to 1,600 species of dryland animals. Despite the diversity, there's one species missing, the mosquito. Yes, Iceland is one of the few countries in the world that is mosquito-free. It's worth repeating that there are almost no dangerous wild animals in Iceland.
Please don't call them ponies because they're not ponies. Ponies are very small, and even though they are smaller than like in America, they're not so small.
Icelandic horses, guys.
So you don't have to worry about your safety while exploring the countryside. Therefore, it's a perfect country to do a road trip in the summertime. And that was what I was planning with my Icelandic buddy Bjartmar. We woke up super early and saw the most beautiful sunrise I've seen in a while when we started our drive around the country. And after that, we made it to one of Iceland's 10,000 waterfalls.
Godafoss! 12 meters high and 30 meters wide. This is the 4th largest river in Iceland. It's a very calming and relaxing way to wake up. You said you met the president of Iceland a few times.
I met him a few times. He's a very nice, easygoing guy, and
No security guards.
no security. You know, he goes to the swimming pool with his kids, and you can meet him just randomly and strike a conversation. So
German forces occupied Denmark in 1940, and gradually Iceland moved towards independence. They took control over their own foreign affairs. That's why in 1944 that Iceland became independent. So the weather conditions right now are excellent, right?
absolutely perfect.
Where are we now?
Dimmaborgir.
It's like you're walking in space. This area is composed of various rock formations, volcanic activity, as you can see here. Feels like you walk on another planet. Do you see any other people here?
No people.
No people.
We're only one view.
Iceland is a complex jigsaw of volcanoes, and each section of the island has a different style of volcanism. Katla, Iceland's most dangerous volcano. When it erupts, it explodes. Anyway, this is me and Bjartmar's trip around Iceland.
Still, I would still expect somebody to be here.
Yeah.
You know, because it's Iceland, it's popular and
Yeah.
beautiful place.
Allegedly the safest country in the world, but we will try to prove you wrong. Let's go.
So what is the good thing about these places?
Good thing is that they're pretty close to each other, so you don't have to try like crazy distances to reach them.
Now we are at
Hverir.
Hverir. There is an overwhelming smell of rotten eggs, but we actually love the smell of sulfur.
Yeah.
So for us it's no problem. These are the bubbling pools. There's a sulfuric gas that you can smell. Really cool place. It's a bit warm here. You can hear the steam coming up, and where else can you see smoke coming up of the earth? Very few places.
Iceland is home to 33 active volcano systems, the highest number in Europe. There have been over 50 significant eruptions over the past 1200 years. Over 200 people were killed. In Iceland, they are specialists at evacuating people, and rarely too late. Like in Grindavik, where nearly 4,000 residents have been mostly evacuated since November.
This is one of Iceland's most out-of-this-world sites.
I like the smell,
Yeah.
but if you're a little bit cold, you can just walk in front of the steam pit and feel warm again.
And the worst thing is the parking fees.
Yeah, the parking fees. I mean, in Iceland, you have to pay everywhere, so everything is pricey. It's always the worst part. 700 Icelandic krona, so it's fine. It's a small beer.
It's a small beer,
Yeah.
in Iceland.
Yeah.
Not anywhere else.
No.
And on any road trip, chocolate raisins.
Oh yeah, the best one.
We are on the way to the most powerful waterfall in Europe. First toilet visit, and it's gonna be a 1 kilometer walk approximately. Northeast of Iceland at the Vatnajökull National Park. Is it right pronunciation? All right. No people around us. How is the waterfall?
It's very amazing, very loud. You can feel the power. Really.
It's been used in many movies.
Probably the most famous one is called Prometheus, like the sequel of the Alien movies.
Maybe some Game of Thrones also. We are not sure. We haven't watched it.
We never watched Game of Thrones. Who does?
Not us. waterfall in Europe. The falls are 100 meters wide, 44 meters drop, really, really massive, so powerful. I have to say it up here because now we're going down where it's really noisy. But let's go down and see what it's like.
I would not want to fall into it because it would be an instant death.
Actually, this is the second largest waterfall in Iceland in terms of volume discharge after. But it's the most powerful for sure.
I was here back in 2019 and the wind was blowing towards me right now. So the place we were standing at earlier, we would be covered in water, like absolutely soaking. So very lucky, completely dry and the perfect scenery.
Very fortunate to have this kind of weather. 10 out of 10. Wild water rafting, the kind of rafting that you won't survive off. Right here at
Dettifoss. If you have it,
don't do it, guys. If you do a road trip in Iceland, there are so many scenic spots along the way that you have to stop at. There's always a place you can go. Another natural wonder in this beautiful country. This is Árbergi, the horse-shaped canyon in Iceland. It's raining a bit now. Still beautiful. Another abandoned house with a very scenic location. We are getting close to Husavik now. What is the typical speed limit on the roads?
It's 90. Sometimes like you get close to a town, it's like 70 and 50, but it's 90.
Is there anywhere where it's 110 kilometers?
No.
No. This road looks bumpy.
Just like in North Korea.
Yeah, this is nice. We found this really amazing black sand beach here in Iceland. And there's a school here. Some of the kids were out in the water before. But if you look this way, completely quiet. Do you know the name of the beach?
No, it's just like a random one.
An Icelandic kid was throwing black sand at us, the biggest danger of the day. But what a lovely random beach we found here.
Skinny dipping. And the kids are in the water here having the time of their lives. Only in Iceland. Are you going in the water?
Not today. Very refreshing to take, a little bit of swim.
From here we continued our journey to test the most dangerous limits in the world's safest country. Next up was a special one.
Made it to Husavik, Eurovision city of around 2,000-3,000 people. Very small and very cozy. This is Husavik wooden church. Unfortunately, there's a funeral today. And street murals, just like in Reykjavik. Even in Husavik, they have some cool ones.
Everything is about the whales here.
It's all about the whales.
All about the whales.
Whale city #1. Eco-friendly whale watching. I don't know why it's eco-friendly. I think everything nowadays is eco-friendly. I wonder how much actually is. But hopefully it is.
Yeah, hopefully. For a better future.
This is the port of the city where you start your whale watching adventure.
Small boats here, they are for whale watching.
So we are going inside of Gamli Bøyka. And my friend, Mr. Puffin, on the wall. Let's go inside. Hello.
Iceland ranks as the third most expensive country to live in 2024, after Switzerland and Norway.
Traditional fish stew in Iceland. Looks great.
Fish, potatoes, onion and bechamel sauce. Björnmar needed this and I needed this and the price was just
around $30 in Husavik. Super delicious. Really a must try here. So in Danish we say smør.
In Icelandic it's smjör.
Smør.
Smjör.
Smør.
It's quite good. Yeah.
It's a nice fisherman vibe in here.
Yeah.
Iceland is one of the most sparsely populated countries on Earth. It has an average of about 8 people per square mile. And I know why. I wouldn't recommend building a house on the foot of an active volcano.
What did you think of the vibe in the restaurant?
Very nice. The food was great.
Is it the only restaurant in town?
No, they have more, but this is the only one I know of.
Yeah, we had a really good meal. Yeah. And there were like a lot of Icelandic people eating in there. Yeah. Fisherman vibes. What is it that's special about this tunnel?
So basically when they were making this tunnel, they hit this water main with boiling hot water. So when it's right through here, even if it's like -5 degrees outside, you can see your temperatures rising. And when we entered, it was like 12 degrees outside, and we are now in 27 degrees. So if you would open the window, it would be like, I don't know, in Spain or something.
Let's try. Yeah, it's very hot. We have left Iceland, we are now in Spain. Now we are going to see Jólahuset Christmas house in the most perfect sunshine. It's open all year round. And what's special about this place?
It's special because it has the biggest advent calendar in the world.
You dare to eat one of these?
You can
if you want to die.
If you like rotten apples. Yeah, sure.
Christmas house.
The angel.
Alright. It's climbing up. Not the first time you tried this.
Yeah.
So So in Danish we say hyggeligt, and in Iceland? Det er meget hyggeligt. Lots of decorations, ornaments here. It's all about the Christmas in Akureyri. Guys, who is the real Santa Claus? Tight call.
Out of all the independent UN-recognized countries in the world, Iceland has the most northerly capital city. So it sits just beneath the Arctic Circle, and of course Christmas is a big thing here.
I thought there was only one Santa Claus.
In Iceland we have 13.
Really?
1, 3. Oh yeah.
Only 3 here. Other 10 are sleeping.
I think so.
Yeah.
Probably in the mountains.
Need some rest.
Yeah.
Same, but different. Oh my god. That's scary. Who's that?
It's a Santa Claus mom. Yeah, her name is Garila.
Sorry to say, but she's not the prettiest.
She lives in a cave up in the mountains, and if kids behave badly, she will come downtown and put them in a bag, take them up to the mountains, put them in a pot and eat them. Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Merry Christmas! Is it a Christmas bathroom?
It is a Christmas bathroom, yeah.
I hope no one will jiggle my balls. Jingle balls, jingle balls. Let's go up and see the world's largest advent calendar. Is it open? Okay, you have to kick the door in. Ah, 11.
In each box we have a mini story, a mini adventure.
Hansel and Gretel. Let it go. This is the world's largest advent calendar. Which one is your favorite story?
My favorite, I think.
Rapunzel.
No. Red Riding Hood. Yes.
And the world's biggest Christmas hat, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
We are touring Akureyri city.
Yep.
Now we are in the downtown.
My hometown.
Yeah, what a nice little city.
I'm from Akureyri.
Exploring Akureyri. And they also have a whale watching center in Akureyri. Which is better here or the other one?
I would say Husavik.
Husavik.
Definitely.
And you are from Akureyri, so that's pretty objective, yeah? Look at the size of these wheels. Massive car here in Akureyri.
So far, Bjartmar and I have tried our best to put ourselves in dangerous situations. It's been really hot since this country seems so safe, but we wanted to give it one last try. Off to a special place.
How long does it take to drive to Reykjavik?
It's around 4 hours, 30 minutes.
Okay guys, now we are heading to a lagoon. What was the name?
The Forest Lagoon.
What did you bring in your hands?
Some juggling stuff.
Yeah.
Circus stuff.
Pretty random, but let's go. Is it better than the Blue Lagoon in Keflavik?
Well, the truth is, I've never been to both.
Okay.
But I can tell you that I know for a fact that the Forest Lagoon is better because it's more recent, it's not as touristic, and it has more beautiful surroundings, and it's cleaner.
Iceland's Pearl, which is called the capital of the North, Akureyri. Right now we are off to the Forest Lagoon, which is a really cool place. It's relatively new. Yeah, I'm really excited for this. I love to go to swim in geothermal spas. I've been to the Blue Lagoon also. I'm pretty sure this one is better. It's less touristy. You ready, buddy?
Oh yeah.
And he is from Akureyri and it's his first time in this one. We are really wondering how many Icelandic people will be here. Yeah. How much of percentage do you think?
10 maybe?
Alright, so we are in. Really nice facilities. This is a 1,300 square meters complex with 2 infinity pools that we're gonna jump in now. So let's go. Wow, this looks epic. Coming out in the smoke. Yeah. Oh. The air is so cold and the water is so warm. Awesome. Would this happen in the Blue Lagoon? I'm not sure.
There's a bar and there is something else.
So as you can see, it's not very crowded. There are 2 infinity pools. There are swim-up bars and so many awesome things here.
Never been to the Blue Lagoon, and after this, I don't need to be honest.
Yeah. Surrounded by trees and lava rocks. How much do you think a beer is here?
At least 1,000 Icelandic krona.
I don't see any Icelandic people because there are only like 10 people.
Yeah.
So I guess it's lower than the percentage.
I think so.
We're just floating around.
Like in the Dead Sea.
In the Dead Sea, yeah.
a little bit more challenging. What do you think the water temperature is?
Right now, 38.
38.
Around 38.
And up here we have 10 degrees Celsius.
The perfect weather. Single beer is around €7. Yeah, it's
Normal.
It's normal. I thought it would be actually more expensive, but it's okay.
Let's go down there and see. There's another bar over there.
Between the water, leave the warmer.
Remember to stay hydrated.
Oh yeah, Iceland water.
Guys, now the interesting part. This is the ice bath. There's a sauna in here. Now we go a little bit Finnish style here. Nicely. How is it?
Refreshing.
Yeah. Just like Danish summer. Kaldur potter.
Kaldur potter.
The cold tub.
Jesus.
I love this combination. Going in the sauna, going in the cold. And here he comes. Let's see his reaction. I love the walk. Delicate. Oh, let's go. Ja, det er meget fint. Det er behageligt. Oh my god, there's nothing like this feeling. You've just been in 12 degrees water and then you go in 38. A flight 45 minutes. Or take the drive for 5 hours from Reykjavik to come here. Akureyri, the forest lagoon. I think it's much better than the blue lagoon. What does that smell?
Burning woods, like from a higher place. I'm not sure if it's around here, but there's definitely burning woods.
This place made my day.
Hey, it's still water.
Thank you so much, my friend. Super. Skål.
Skål.
Nice lighting. Let's go up in 6. I haven't seen a lot of information about this place. Honestly, I didn't know about it before coming to Iceland. I hope you guys will give it a visit. It's around 6,000 Icelandic to enter per person. It's very spacious, as you can see. The views are amazing. And what I really like also is this forest landscape. So save up some money, come to the forest lagoon. Nice.
Yeah, with the shoulders.
All down, all down. Do you like Iceland?
Oh, it's been amazing so far. What is this, our third day?
Third day, I think.
Third
We
day.
went to the Blue
Third
Lagoon
day.
first.
How would you compare the Blue Lagoon and this one?
I think I like this
I
one.
like this one.
I like this
Wow, I
one.
like to hear that.
Yep.
It's more.
Yeah.
It's more peaceful. It's just.
It was also raining all day, so we didn't have maybe
The best conditions.
best conditions. Yeah.
This is just so much more private.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, and it's like we're just in the forest.
So the Americans agree this is the best place?
Yep. Yep.
It's the best one so far.
Best one so far. There are many ones. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Gus on the go.
But Gus and then number 1 to go. So it's a little bit tricky. Try to say his name.
Say again.
Bjartmar.
Bjartmar.
Very good.
Oh, she's Icelandic. Yeah.
And your name?
Sam.
Sam?
Same. Oh, that's an easy one.
Easy.
Chandler.
Chandler.
Chandler. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Gusto.
And Gusto, right?
Gus, you can say Gus.
Gus. Okay.
That's more American.
That's right.
Nashville.
You're with your significant other and you all can go and do and have a great time. Your 50s are the best.
All right. Good to know.
Yes.
Stayed here for some hours. Really solid stay. Now it's time to go and eat in the oldest restaurant in Akureyri. Boyton, here we come. Boyton, this one. The oldest restaurant in town. What a nice city here at night. Boyton.
I'm gonna get a burger.
You gonna get a burger? Yeah. In your North Korea t-shirt. Boyton classic. An amazing burger. McDonald's, Burger King cannot be compared to this one. How was the day?
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
Abandoned place, Forest Lagoon, warm beer, good burger. Couldn't be better.
North Korea t-shirt. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Really the best burger in town. Walking around the city here at night. Nice lighting. Akureyri Kirkja.
One time we did this training session.
Okay.
So we started down there.
Yeah.
And we ran up and ran down 100 times.
100 times?
100 times.
How long did it take?
2 hours and 20 minutes.
Crazy Icelandic people. I just landed in Husavik, Iceland. Bus ticket to Reykjavik. How much is it?
2,990 next.
more than $20 for a 45-minute bus ride. My jacket is matching the bus. Volcanic lava stones.
I learned a lot about the current situation on Iceland by Bjartmar, and he sent me this last reminder to remind you all about how safe Iceland is.
Things about safety in Iceland. How safe is it? Actually, Iceland is the safest country in the world, according to the Global Peace Index, and it has been on the top of the list for the last 14 years, which is pretty good. But why is it so safe? Crime rate in Iceland is very, very low. Crimes against tourists are even lower. Traveling to Iceland as a tourist is the best place possible you should be. If you ever get so lucky to run into one of our police officers, you might notice that they don't have any firearm, guns, and they never had. Police force usually tries to solve problems with words instead of violence. If people are making some serious trouble, they might have to use a pepper spray, even a baton, but usually it doesn't happen. The general public feels very good about our police force. You know, we feel safe around them, and we never hesitate to call them if there is a problem. They are not corrupted. You don't bribe them. You would never bribe the police in Iceland because they are here to help. Another thing is that, for example, if you go to a bar, you go to a bathroom, or get another beer, you can actually leave your phone and your wallet on the table, and chances are that it will still be there when you get back are pretty high. I mean, of course things can happen in Iceland, you can get into trouble, but the chances are very, very low. So yeah, it's very, very safe.
Even when walking around alone at night, you don't need to worry about anything here in Iceland. Whether you are a guy or a woman, it's completely safe here in the streets.